Hi, I'm Frigerio. I'm the Epicurean adventurer for Bodega, and when people say to me, why olives? I say, why not? They're fantastic. They're the world's oldest cultivated fruit, along with figs, and you can get amazing varieties, as many as there are people or places, from fresh green olives like the Nocellara, all the way through to beautiful, naturally fermented, late harvest olives like the Kalamata. I've been across the Mediterranean and further afield to South America, and the reason I've been travelling is to try and find perfect olives for all of us to enjoy. Okay, so the first olive that we're going to look at today is the Nocellara. So this Nocellara is a beautiful green olive. Now this is from the Valle del Belice. It's a beautiful, vibrant green, like a Granny Smith, and it's buttery, it's soft. It's a style very, very typical of southern and central Italy. It's called the Castelvetrano method, is the method of production, and it's the perfect aperitivo olive. It's fantastic with prosecco. It's fantastic with champagne. It's fantastic with Franciacorta. And what this really does, because it's a preponderance of buttery and mild flavours, it doesn't have a lot of acidity, it's not fighting against things, so it's perfect. If you think you don't like olives, you should really, this should be the first olive that you try. And my kids absolutely love it. We've put a little bit of lemon in, we've put a very light dressing just to help to lubricate, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to eat one now. That's absolutely amazing. It's fresh, it's buttery, it's crispy. It reminds me of a summer's morning. It's just absolutely smashing. And people wonder what's so special about these olives. And for me, it could almost be that the volcanic earth of Sicily is what really provides the flavour that comes through. One of the things you need to do with these olives is really keep them simple. If you cook with chicken and you want something delicate, you have the lemon slices, you have the nocellaras, you have a little butter, you have a simple lemon butter sauce to go with the chicken. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just a tremendous olive. Again, if you think you don't like olives, this is the olive for you to start with. So the next variety we're going to have a look at, this is the Lively, and this is two varietals. And what we've done is we've taken the Volos, which is from eastern Greece. The varietal's actually called Conservolia. We've just livened them up with a little garlic, and a little paprika, pimenton, pepper, call it what you like. And these we've taken the stones out, so nice eaten with a toothpick. And the Volos is nice, robust, good structure, not the strongest flavour, but absolutely tremendous, lovely olive. And then we can take the Cucchillo, or the Cucchillo Niçoise, depending on where you're from. These are sometimes called Nostrano in Italy, Lecchino, similar to the Taggiasca, and they're a bit more punchy, so you can either make a little a train of Cucchillo, or you can mix them together and you can eat them in the Lively fashion. And the pepper just helps, it gives it a slightly sweet note. There's bitterness there, there's sourness there, there's saltiness there. The garlic just gives a little bit of robustness. And this is something for a party. This is something for when people are together and maybe you're drinking a slightly chilled red, something that's quite enjoyable, again, in the garden with some friends of an afternoon. They're fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to look at the spicy olive. This is a Halkidiki olive from the northeast of Greece. It's the Halkidiki Peninsula, and it has a very characteristic almond shape. It's much longer than the Volos. The Volos is much rounder in shape, and it's very accommodating, so although it's strong, you're able to put flavours with it. It's hand-stuffed with pimento and hand-stuffed also with a slice of jalapeno. And what that does, it gives us all 5 flavours. So we have sweetness, we have saltiness, we have sourness, we have some bitterness, and we have some heat. We have the firmness of the fruit of the olive, and we also have a crunch that comes from the chili. So without further ado, that has absolutely everything that you want from an olive. So you have the saltiness and the sourness of the flesh, you have the sweetness of the pepper, you have the heat coming through from the jalapeno. Fantastic with a cold beer, probably a more robust wine, some kind of mix, maybe sangria, maybe even Pimm's, but just something that's a bit more lively, that'll bounce about in your mouth. When you finish them all, you still have the 3 peppers, and if you want to go over the top, you just pop one of these peppers into your mouth, eat those, and you'll be ready for another bottle of beer. What more could you want? All of your 5 tastes are there, and you have the umami, because olives are full of flavourfulness, and it's good for you. It's just a little dose of punchy Greek sunshine in a pot. And the next olive we're going to look at, the next variety, is the Robust. And the reason we call it robust is because it's full of robust flavours. So we have the Kalamata olive. The Kalamata is a PDO, protected denomination of origin, and that means it can only be grown in the Kalamata region of Greece, which is one of the world's great olives. It's very distinctive, almond shaped, natural fermentation, late harvest, around 25,000 tonnes a year are taken off the trees, and then it sits in the ground naturally fermenting in tanks. When it's ready for consumption, it's brought out, it's marinated with Retsina wine vinegar, and we've taken it and we've mixed it with feta, a real typical Greek ingredient. It has a lovely creaminess and a lovely saltiness. This is particularly creamy because we've taken a high proportion of sheep's milk. We've used very little goat's milk. So what we have here is really robust flavours. We have a beautiful creamy feta, and then we have the salty tang of the Kalamata olive. It's a very easy olive to eat. It's probably best matched with something, maybe a sparkling red, a Lambrusco from Emilia-Romagna, possibly Australian, maybe something from New Zealand, a sparkling Pinot Noir. And so what we have here is a marriage made in heaven. We have a creamy, salty, predominantly sheep's milk feta mixed together with a sour, beautifully ripened Kalamata olive, one of the world's great olive varieties, and rightly awarded a PDO, and it's just fantastic. Okay, thank you very much for visiting my bodega. I hope you've enjoyed spending time here as much as I've enjoyed spending time and showing you the different olive varieties. What we've done is to make life easier for you when you're in the shops buying the products, we've created an olivometer. And what that does is provide you with a guide so you can see how strong the olives are or how mild they are. We've started off with something like the Nocellara, and we've gone all the way down to Punchy, which is the double stuffed halkidiki with chili peppers. So thanks once again, and please remember to keep visiting because we'll be sharing recipes, thoughts, musings and rambles. Thank you very much.